A train wrecked to spin fire. The NFT analyzer, diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer. From your mint coins to tokens, he's got all the intel. Web3 wizardry to show you where to excel. He's got the insights like a digital magician, unveiling secrets of the blockchain with precision. Wild stories from the web, he's always in the know. Crypto community, vibing where the treasures flow. Web3 wonders, chain reactors on the scene. NFT insights.
Yo, good morning, boys. How we doing? Happy Monday. What is it? March 17th. Oh, it's St. Patty's Day. Today's actually the day. We cheated. We did our corned beef and thing last night. I don't know why. Getting a head start as we do. We prepare. We prep. We're early. We're always early. Man, dude, vibes are incredible out there. Murray, good morning. Cutie, good morning. Cat's over on Abstract GM's brother. Hang on. Let me get a tweet out here real quick. Boy, oh boy, we got some fun, dude, some really fun stuff to talk about. You probably haven't heard me. I haven't shut up about it over the weekend. We'll do it here on Chain Reactor, where it belongs. Sorry, guys, getting that tweet out. I got to get that intro video squared away, you know? Buy me that time to fire off the tweet when dude, can we race, Cutie? Can we do a race against each other? I thought it's just always random what it pairs, who it pairs you with. Okay, I think we got our tweets. I think we're good. Again, that intro needs work. I need a co-host. That's what I need. That's what I need. Boy, all right, guys, smash the like on the show. Because wherever you're watching, man, catching it live is great. Actually, it's better when you catch it live. Okay, Cutie, I didn't know. Okay, we definitely need to set that up. I would love that. I would love that. It's great catching the stream live. Like, it's a vibe. Speaking of vibes, it's a vibe. But you can't catch them all. I get it. I get it. We got two shows. We have Chain Reactor right here, right now. It's 9 a.m. Eastern time, Monday through Friday. And then we got the Swarm Report. That's our new AI-focused show. That's at 2 p.m. Eastern time. If you can't catch them, man, catch the replays. It's right over on YouTube. You can find it at SlamX Official. That is changing next week, so heads up. Title, channel name's changing, so heads up about that. But subscribe so you don't miss it. Otherwise, you might get a little lost out there. I'll certainly keep you updated on that change, though. But yeah, make sure you subscribe. Of course, make sure you're following us at CryptoSlam.io over on X. Got to do it. SlamAI_XYZ. Keep up with what's going on in the AI ecosystem, specifically in the CryptoSlam SlamFam AI ecosystem. That's Slam AI. Some really big stuff on the horizon here, man. Out of anything, out here in Web3, I love NFTs. You guys know how much I love NFTs, and so this comment I don't say lightly. My favorite part of Web3 now is the AI part. I love NFTs, but AI is the thing that's got me feeling a kind of way. I'm a tech guy, first and foremost. I love collectibles. I love art, but AI is what really gets the juices going. So make sure, of course, Slam AI, you keep your keep that follow right there, man. Or if you're not, make sure you follow. Cool stuff coming there. And then finally, our flagship AI agent launched just a few weeks ago. That is the Swarm. Swarm Report streams live right there. A lot of cool stuff coming. A lot of cool stuff coming for the Swarm still. Still utility not live yet, which is why it's so impressive what we've seen over the past couple of weeks, what we saw over the weekend. I love it, guys. Swarm live on CoinGecko now. So as you're searching for your favorite coins and checking out the market, you can now follow The Swarm right over there. You can follow the Swarm or find the Swarm also on cookie.fun. We'll be diving into that later. Exactly, Cutie. We love NFTs, but we really love AI too. We really do. Hood's good to see you, man. Checking in on the Swarm, 1.2 mil market cap. Holding steady. Really looked spicy this weekend, getting up to what I think 1.8 mil. 1.8. Slowly but surely, people are catching wind of the Swarm, which is just really, really awesome to see. And just getting started. Again, just getting started. I think tomorrow we'll have a Spaces with Vader again. I think that's a new weekly Spaces. That's 10 a.m. Eastern time. 10 a.m. Eastern time. That's on the Vader AI X account. So keep an eye out for that. I'll retweet that when that's set up. But I'm expecting we do that again, probably with Bunchu from Billy Betts. And speaking of Bunchu, love the guy. Love the guy. There's a tie in here, I promise. Guys, the biggest story over the past few days. The biggest story. It's NFTs. Shockingly, it's NFTs. And like in the best of ways, guys. It's so exciting that something's happening here. There's life in NFTs. And you could attribute it, maybe, I don't want to say fully, to these guys here. But a big part of the vibes that are returning are because of this incredible mint that took place last week. It's called Good Vibes Club. E-Rock, good morning. It's cool because I'm seeing a lot of you guys also over there in Good Vibes Club. Like that Discord, it's a vibe. It is. It's too much of this that sounds like cheesy when you say it out loud, but it's true. It's true. Market might be spicy today, dude. Yeah, we're going to look at a little bit, at the macro level. I'm a little concerned about the market. But for right now, just ride the good vibes. That Discord's popping. Price action is absolutely wild. And we're going to come back to Good Vibes Club, but I have to put it in front of you. As of, what was this, 2 hours ago? As of 2 hours ago, that collection, I've been sounding the alarms on this. It's different. It feels different. It looks different. It's a different collection. And people are starting to wake up. Again, we'll get into how woke they are with Good Vibes Club. I don't think most people still are aware of exactly what's coming. I don't think so. But guys, as of 2 hours ago, 108 sales over 1 ETH, or let's say 1 ETH and above. 108. Yesterday afternoon, guys, it was 69. So we've added like 40, almost 40 sales of an ETH plus in just in hours, 12-ish hours. Guys, there's something cooking there. And a new all-time high sale in GVC. It's number 975. This is one of the 8 1-1s in the collection. This is the X-Ray. The 1-1s are spectacular. They're so good. There's your rare 1-1. Sold for 9.9 ETH, guys. We're talking almost $19,000. Or the price of a Taproot Wizard. A Taproot Wizard. There's some spicy stuff coming, but right now, these guys get their flowers. There you go. Blue Sky interview. I got to go catch up on that, dude. I didn't see. We'll come back to these guys. They deserve a big chunk of this show and talking about what they're doing and why it's doing so well. We'll come back to that. Right now, macro market here. And all of us are kind of in the same headspace. Where are we going? It's like Art just asked. Like, is the market going to dump today? And here's the thing. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. I love that there's guys out there who preach that they're experts. I get there's a lot of informed people out there. There's guys who've been around since the beginning or are deep into cycles here. So have a lot of us. And when we talk market, there's no facts here. There's nothing factual. Nobody knows where this market's going. All you can do is look at history and how the market's performed before. And you look at what's going on here in the economy, and you try to just piece things together and make the best educated guess. Make no mistake, it's guesses out there, and that's all I can do is guess too. But I do like to see charts. I do like to see people drawing parallels to other times. And if you look at the chart here for Bitcoin, I had to look even closer. It's pretty exciting stuff. The halving cycle, we've got a certain expectation of what Bitcoin does post-halving. We're right in that time frame here. Where Bitcoin typically has this next, really special run. We're right there. Normally, that's imminent. But if you compare Bitcoin charts from right now to what Beanie's got up here, 2020, looks pretty darn similar. That's not to say that's exactly what's going to happen, but man, I think a lot of us feel like that is it's the thing we're waiting for, isn't it? It's the exact thing we're looking for. We all feel like this kind of movement is coming and that we haven't seen the real special part of this run yet. If you go by historical, maybe trends, it looks like that's what's coming. It's a matter of if. It is a matter of when. I always say that, right? It's a when, not if. This is kind of an if. It's a when. At some point it will do that. There is a bit of an if right here because it's so chaotic with the economy right now. It's pretty darn tricky. Cats, I still think Bitcoin goes back into the 70s one more time. Yep, it absolutely could. At some point, though, it feels very obvious that this happens right here. That when could be next cycle. Right? What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? There is TA. If you give it credibility, I like that. It's true. It is there. Yeah, I mean, TA, technical analysis. You can go back and get as technical as you want with some of this stuff. It's just look, crypto is such a new asset class. Yes, I know over 10 years old, but still so new that you can't rely totally on historical trends. At some point, there's like this different kind of adoption. I'm going to show you something. A different kind of adoption that makes the chart meaningless. At some point, everybody comes in, and at some point, everybody is coming into crypto. That is a matter of when. And it's a poll like this that's that proof. This is what is this? CNN. This is CNN asking the public, would you invest in Bitcoin? 86% said no. That is the single most bullish thing I've seen here in a minute here in crypto. And it makes a lot of sense. Doesn't it? It makes a lot of sense because we haven't felt yet that euphoric thing happen in crypto. We haven't felt the main, kind of mass adoption thing that happens usually each cycle. And mass adoption means different things. It's different, numbers. It looks different every cycle. But we haven't felt that yet. We got the Trump token. That definitely brought people in, and Chill Guy brought people in. Those things brought people in, but a majority of people still would not touch Bitcoin. Which means when they come, we're definitely going to feel that in the chart. Incredibly bullish seeing something like that because that will flip. It'll probably be the exact opposite. 86% yes, 14 no. That's coming. Now, we had a massive pullback, and this is why people are so, there's so much uncertainty out there. That these kind of pullbacks shock people. They'll spook you. They're going to test your conviction. Every single time it happens. Every time these pullbacks happen, you get shook. And these kind of pullbacks, by the way, happen a lot. What is it, 11 times Bitcoin has done these like 50% pullbacks? And we are right around 50% or at least got there. We touched 109K, right? Bitcoin, 109K. And it fell as low as low 7. Did we get to the low 70s, guys? We'll peek in a minute, but this is almost a 50% pullback. Very normal. Very normal. A lot of people who do TA expected it. Have almost nailed the levels that we were going to fall to, which is pretty impressive. Normal stuff, but it's why people are not so confident to go all in yet because we don't know. And it's tariffs that really have people not ready to fully commit their bags. And I get it. Mike Bennett, green buy, global liquidity hit new high, Bitcoin to follow. Yes, sir. That's it. We keep looking at M2 and it keeps going up and up and up to all-time highs. That's global liquidity. That's the money supply. Higher and higher and higher. And man, it does one thing to Bitcoin. It does. More money out there means people get more spending, and it goes into speculative assets like Bitcoin. April 2nd is going to be a really, really big day here. Does it rock Bitcoin? It might. But some massive tariffs go into effect April 2nd. Will they get rescinded again, pulled back? Will they be changed? Nobody knows. But April 2nd is going to be a big day. Also, I think Steady Teddy Mint's coming right around there. We'll talk Steady Teddies. But the reason I'm not so certain right here today is because of something we saw this weekend, which is massive shorts opened up against Bitcoin. This is a 40x leverage position with 4,000 Bitcoin. Look at that. And look, the past month, I'm trying to think, like probably 3 or 4 different occasions, we saw somebody on leverage, either long or short Bitcoin or ETH. And each time that played out in their favor. It's as if somebody knows big announcements are coming and they know what it does to the market. It's not fair. It is what it is, but we got to pay attention to that stuff. DeYank, good morning. Whirly Girl, good morning. Whirly Girl, always a treat seeing you here. GMs to you. But you got to pay attention to that stuff. Now, that person also added more to their position. 1.1 mil in unrealized profits. Added more to the position because I think it was looking a little dicey, close to getting liquidated. And so they added more money to their position here to give themselves some breathing room so they wouldn't get liquidated. And then you had CBB, along with some buddies, trying to pull some money together. We're talking big money to try to liquidate them. There's guys out there who we play with, guys. We rub elbows with some really big investors, guys who can move markets. And pretty interesting to see some coordination to blow away that short, liquidate that guy. There you go. This is on Hyperliquid. This happens a lot. Hyperliquid's a fascinating platform. So in total, what was that? $300 million shorted on leverage. Liquidation price around 86K. Okay, CBB tried to get these guys together. Oh, wait, he said they had 8 figures lined up to pump Bitcoin. Man, this is the kind of money that's out there. It's funny enough, 8 figures isn't that much. It's not, not to sound like insane, but, does it move the needle? A little bit. A couple percent move the needle. Didn't get that liquidation price. I think, guys, that short's still live. Look at that. 7-figure size only. DM, please. We have 8 committed. Look, that's the kind of shit that goes on here, which is incredible. Ola, our AI girlfriends dude, I'm a fan of that stuff. I legit am. Sell everything, including the wife. My wife's so fucking cool, though. Dude, I've been thinking a lot about this. Is like getting my desk a little cleared off and setting up another one and getting her in. Like, I mean it, like, in side by side, like, teach her this shit so she can trade. It's a lot about the info, right? How quick you are to finding stuff. If I could kind of double up how quick we can find stuff, man. I'm tempted, man. It's kind of her call. She's welcome to do it, but that'd be really fun to trade with my wife. She's a badass. She's so cool. Still MicroStrategy buying Bitcoin. Not much this time around. MicroStrategy buying 130 Bitcoin. That's 10 million. At points they've bought a billion in a single day. So tiny is peanuts compared to, what they have been doing. They're raising more money, though, by the way, to go harder, go much harder at Bitcoin. It's great to see. Here's a look at crypto right now, though. Bitcoin, 83K, ETH, 1900, Ripple, 233, Solana, 127. Mixed bag, really. We're around 1% up, down. Pick your favorite coin. That's about what you're going to see out there. It looks fine. It looks fine. On the ETFs, on Friday, 59 mil in outflows. That is the Bitcoin ETFs. On the ETH side, 46, almost 47 mil in outflows here. Again, and you guys see that kind of market action, and it felt like that all weekend. It was pretty unremarkable. Like, it just kind of a slow weekend, not bad, not good. It's why maybe the vibes in NFTs were so much more fun. It was so fun this weekend. Just to be able to hang with a community, and again, we'll get to this, but just to hang with a community and talk NFTs was such a blast. Such a blast, man. But actually, this was a pretty cool little milestone this weekend for Solana, especially if you're a Solana bro. I'm sure you liked it. If you're a crypto bro, you root for everybody. You should. You definitely should. I saw a great tweet about that this morning. Like, Good Vibes Club related. Don't need to fud something that you're not in. Cheer for everybody. And it's like, I replied to that tweet, vibe together, win together. It's how it works, man. This space works. It's fueled by energy. And if you have that good energy and you root on other people who are winning, that usually finds a way to work its way to you. It trickle down or just you being around that kind of thing does work. So I root for Solana big time. Turned 5 years old officially. That's crazy. 5 years old. Man. I thought it launched in 21. I don't know why, but no. So happy birthday to Solana. From the Pudgy Penguins even too, which is great. Pengu's on Solana. It's really cool. It's really, really cool. And Solana's got a bright future. It does. Something I need to dig into, this is just sidebar comment. Remember how Solana hit 1 year of no outages? This was probably like 6 weeks ago. I've seen no noise about that. Nothing. I've seen nothing, but that was such a big moment last year when they had an outage and how it reset them, it kept them in beta. I thought that was really freaking interesting. That I've heard nothing about it being like out of beta now. It's something I need to dig into. I'm curious about. Either way, what we have here is the SEC in like some official kind of capacity here. It's really interesting, talking about what Solana could be used for. This is on the SEC's website, saying that Solana could be used for real-time databases, government databases, securing voting, digital identity, like all these things that we think the blockchain should be used for. They're talking about it. Maybe mentioned with some other blockchains, right? There you go. Yeah, talked about with Ripple and Cardano. It's great to hear them talking about it, seeing that potential that we've seen now for a long time. They see it. And Solana will get those ETFs. That is a when, not an if. That's definitely a when. Solana ETFs will happen. Can't wait for it. But here you see Van Eck filing. Oh, I'm sorry. Holy shit. I'm so in Solana mode. This is not a Solana ETF, boys and girls. This is an AVAX ETF. That's pretty interesting too. Avalanche has been kind of cooking the past few months. Meme coins especially, but gaming is thriving over there. It's a great ecosystem where you launch your own chains too. Your own like L1 chain. It's cool. Anyway, Avalanche ETFs. There are multiple Solana ETFs that have been filed. That is the first. Van Eck, AVAX. Well, I'm trying to think if there's been any other Avalanche filings. I'm not sure. That might be the first. But regardless, I think why I stay so optimistic about this stuff is this talk of the United States being the crypto capital of the world, but it's broader than that. It's not just, crypto, digital assets. It's, man, you see here, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. It's a bold statement, and it's what's coming. Again, it's why I'm so excited. Digital assets here to stay. We're going to make the United States the digital asset hub of the world. You think about that, and you think of other countries right now, right? You don't think of the United States, although actually maybe now already you do, or are starting to. You think of other countries as the hub. It's where you want to leave. If you're a crypto guy, you leave the United States. You go to these other countries that are friendlier to crypto, maybe for tax reasons friendlier. No, that's going to be the United States. Hard to be bearish about this stuff. It's hard to be bearish when you know that that's the goal, and that's what's coming. It is what's coming. Roth, good morning, man. And then last little note here. No, actually, I lied, a couple more. But hey, we showed in Austin, Texas. Remember that Bitcoin logo that went up in the sky? This is just last week. Super cool. Super cool. I didn't realize that was actually a world record. A world record for the largest display of the Bitcoin logo. It's pretty damn cool. There we go. Officially, the biggest Bitcoin logo. Maybe it's specifically made with drones, whatever. We'll take it. It's really cool. Looks great. Would love to see that, over my hometown here. That'd be cool. Another quick little note here. Binance, zero fee trading for all pairs in the Binance wallet. That's going on, what is it, for about 6 months? April, May, June, July, August. 6 months. 6 months, no fees when you're swapping in the Binance wallet. Cool. Hey, it's going to get competitive here with all these platforms and wallets and tokens. Stable coins especially going to get very competitive. All right, now we get to the fun stuff. Like, that was all cool. Now we get to the fun stuff. All right, not really related, but kind of, guys. NFTs, a blast. It's so fun to trade. Look, it gets competitive. I come from a collectible background. Cards, figures, statues, posters, record. You know what I mean? If you can collect it, if there's a market for it. Man, it's more specific if I enjoy it. Man, I'm all in. There's some Pokemon shit to drop this weekend. You got guys here in Canada brawling over these Pokemon tins. I wish maybe this is something I got to get into because I hear about it a lot on the timeline. But that, man, it speaks to the kind of energy that's out there around collecting. And these guys, these exact guys here, guys, one day they are coming into NFTs too. Look at you. Okay, I'm showing this because I'm showing their passion. It's like no joke. It's ridiculous bros fighting over cards, Pokemon fucking cards. But that's how passionate people are about collecting. And at some point, those guys are going to find NFTs and they bring that kind of passion, that dorky fucking aggro dude passion to NFTs. It's coming. Heidi's, good morning. It's great to see you, man. It's coming. Those guys coming in. And dude, NFTs are coming. They're coming back. Guys, I have said it probably 5 times in the past year. I think NFTs might be back. And you know what? At various points they have been. Costco brawls, different kind of brawl. At various points they have been. And sometimes, look, NFTs back doesn't mean it's 21, 22. It doesn't mean it's that. But it does mean NFTs do what they do often, which is come back for a few weeks. That happens. That definitely happens, guys. We get these like 2-3 week cooks, sometimes 4-6 week cook. Like that happens. That's typically how NFTs go. It's a few weeks of just really great trading action and new launches and just a blast. And at some point, it will extend further than that. It'll propel us into like that fun era where we have like a year and a half of just great NFT stuff going on. That might be coming. There's a lot more people talking like Beanie is, and Beanie's saying NFT season starts now. I don't know if he's wrong here. I'm definitely feeling a certain kind of way. You guys know why. I'll show you why, but I'm definitely feeling a kind of way with NFTs right here, right now. I do think they're back for a short-term period. At the least, for a little few-week period, I think we're about to see some cooks here. We'll see it in NFT volume. This will be watching closely. And I do think we'll see it here reflecting really soon, guys. Here you see yesterday, 8.7 mil in sales, really low sales. That might be, boy, I'm not going to scroll all the way back. That might be our lowest sales of the year, by the way. Pretty darn low. You know what? Hang on. Let me just zoom in. I'm going to check the chart. That's easier. That might be our lowest sales of the year. 8.7 mil. How low? We've definitely been under 10 mil, but I don't know if we've been at 8.7. I don't know if we've been under 9. It's pretty sad. Regardless, the vibes are there. I'll show you. Sellers down, buyers down, transactions up, trade profits. This is where I think you'll start seeing a big change too, by the way. I think as NFTs come back, it's trade profits that are going to flip, gets people paying attention, gets people trading. Oh, dude. Okay, hang on, Cats. We're Cats breaking some news. Let's do it proper. Breaking news. Oh my goodness. Good Vibes Club has dropped official banners for the collection. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it might sound silly. It's silly. It's silly. But is it? No, it's all about keeping those vibes going and delivering more for your holders. And I'll say this, man. I think we underappreciate some really simple stuff. Something like that. A team that's sitting there giving you new things to do that energize the community. It could be enough. That can be enough, guys. I'm going to make a banner live when we get to that point, guys, but that's absolutely fucking awesome. I like banners. Some of my favorite projects are banners. Dutch Tide, right? He put out some amazing banners. A lot of money. Had all these amazing banners. Banners still have I think, it's like this little subset of NFTs that I think actually could do well at some point. They have. At points they have. Let me hit this real quick. I don't want to stay on the market too long. We got to talk Good Vibes Club quite a bit. But let's look at weekly numbers here. 92 mil in sales. That is also our lowest of the year. That's probably our lowest in like 18 weeks or so. So it's pretty low. Sellers up, buyers down. Don't like that. Transactions way down. And then trade profits right about the same, 9.2 mil. Your top sales in the past 24 hours, it's Kill the Guardian Heroes at the top, Good Vibes Club right behind him. And I'm going to refresh because that might be number 1 right now. I'm just full disclosure, I got a few of these, you guys know, but I'll say that. At number 2, followed by CryptoPunks, D-Market, Guild of Guardian Avatars, Bored Apes. Still think this is laundering right here. Quantum Cats, memes. Look at that. Art's doing a thing too. Memes by 6529. We'll put Base Apes and OMB into the top 10 too. Replace the BRC20 and the laundering collection. And then some of your top sales in the past 24 hours here. Looking good. I need to make sure I'm looking at comments on YouTube as well. Zap, good morning, brother. Do you think meme coin NFTs will have a good site? Yeah, I do. I think everything Murad has said and the collections he's into are going to do very well. I still think Murad is absolutely correct. He's just easy to dunk on when things are down. I think the meme coin NFTs are going to do very well. We will cycle back to meme coins, 100%. Top sale in the past 24 hours. Look at that. It's basically 100 ETH for an autoglyph, 188,000 bucks. CryptoPunk's on the move. We see an OMB here, but I think, guys, we're about to see a big old run on punks, just the way I'm feeling. I think I'm going to be right about that, too. I think we're going to see a big old run on CryptoPunks here. But even Telegram NFTs are actually doing numbers. This is I didn't realize this was a thing. I'd love to see Pudgy Penguins doing this, too, by the way. I bet they will. But Telegram NFT gifts, 500,000 in daily volume yesterday. It's like we're running back Reddit avatars. And it's not a bad thing. Now, we know how that ended. It wasn't great. Wasn't great. We didn't see the prices kind of maintain, but I like this better. This is an NFT that you can use like every day, especially if you spend a lot of time in Telegram. You talk in gifts. You know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of a thing that you do, kind of. AI agent meme coins will be a thing. And yes, sir, dude. Yes, Mike. Everything we got a taste of over the past few months, they're all coming back, and they are all going to come back in a bigger way. And people are going to be like, God, why did I listen to everybody fudding it and saying it was a meta fad and it's over? It's not. No. That is. Look at where the innovation is. It's in AI, and I'm sorry, but I do think meme coins, tokenizing attention, is an innovation. It's a great use for crypto. Has always been the core utility of crypto, attention. We're just being a little more upfront about it now. That's all it is. These are cool. By the way, these are cool. NFT gifts. Are they like animations? I don't know exactly what, but hey, people are buying them. They are NFTs. They're on the TON blockchain. I dig it. We saw the OMB sales, two big ones actually, 0.82 Bitcoin and 1.19 Bitcoin. Good stuff. Oh man, I can't wait to see those banners. Guys, something fun's on the horizon. Again, that energy has shifted. It has. Here's that autoglyph, by the way. 100 ETH autoglyph, grail of a grail of a grail. Truly like one of those historic things. It legitimately is. It legitimately is. Also saw a nice Fidenza sell for 45 ETH. That's 85 grand. How about that? Man, I love it. Fidenzas are great. Fidenzas, you know what? Speaking of like the term historic, autoglyphs historic. Fidenzas, I don't think historic. I don't think so. By the way, guys, smash the like. I think we've got, 15 people here, 18, 19, 7 likes. We can do better. Smash the like, boys and gals. Appreciate you. It helps. It helps a ton. Like, engagement's down because people are pretty unplugged. There's nothing going on in the market, except there is. Because you guys are plugged in. You've been able to stay on top of things going on, right? And by the way, I hope some people here did catch Good Vibes Club. If you unplugged, you missed it entirely. And it was easy to miss, too, because, well, I think we're on Good Vibes Club in a minute. But it was easy to miss if you're plugged into for a specific reason. Let me give flowers to Sam Spratt and his Skulls of Lucy. We had one sell for 88 ETH. Bonkers. Those are grails. Those are grails. Again, Fidenza's not grails. Great. Not grails, in my opinion. Skull of Lucy's grails. Right? Part of the Monument game ecosystem, and it translated or carried forward even to the Masquerade, which was amazing. Masks from the Masquerade, guys. Floor price up to 18,000 bucks. What is that? Almost 10 ETH? Absolutely incredible. And obvious, too. Really, really obvious that was going to happen. Those are winners. We knew. We talked about them. They're winners. That's a winner. Anything in the Sam Spratt ecosystem is grail. What was really cool is people got to like inscribe like a narrative on the Masquerade piece, right? The one that sold for $3 million to a really big name secret person. Really spicy, though. You got to inscribe something. You just put some words on it. Somebody actually did a couple dick pics. It's kind of funny. But to show how special they are and unique, here's ACK. ACK inscribed something on this. Really beautiful poem. But his poem was him telling Sam Spratt how he wanted his mask designed, which is incredible. I just love that there's a game inside of the game. So we didn't try to be part of the lore and be profound speaking about the image and the movie, whatever. Like, nah. he used that time to ask him how to design his mask, which is cool. He asked to play, you see, Painter the Blood Rose mask. So he wanted that specific color, something with a rose, but that color of a blood rose. Yeah, palette red again. Carved with ancient piano score. Beneath the rose, blood rose dripping swirl. Pale pink and ivory textured pearl. Again, he's describing in a very artsy way what he wants his mask to look like. And look what Sam Spratt did. He made it as asked. Part of the game. Part of the lore now, part of the narrative of that piece, and it adds to that lore. It's a different kind of depth because now there's a piece born out of this that directly has to do with his comment and his request. It's so cool. What a beautiful piece, by the way. Grail. Cheaper Grail, by the way, but I do think these are Grails too. I think anything in that Sam Spratt ecosystem, Monument Game, and the Masquerade, and the surrounding masks and skulls, Grails. Really, I mean that. Going forward, Grails. And then Sam Spratt even, ACK, giving some perspective on, his request, which is incredible and just so much fun. A grail of a collection. Just a quick preview of what other masks look like. I mean, there was one, again, the guy who did the dick pic got a dick on his mask. They're beautiful. I think I just saw Tyler's in there. Look at these. Look at them, man. Special collection. People who got these are in a very exclusive club. There's like 256, ish of these. Exclusive grails. Beautiful. Amazing. By the way, Sam Spratt does amazing album artwork. I think he's done artwork for Logic and Kid Cudi and other really massive artists. And Logic did the theme song of this collection too. It's beautiful. Really, really cool. Really cool. All right, boys. This is my favorite part. It is. Bag bias throughout this. Yes, I have a few of these. I absolutely love them. I have them because I felt something different here. I did. Heroes of Mavia up 200% is gaming. Interesting. I'm seeing the gaming narrative shift, and now people talking a little more bullishly about it. Hang on, guys. Hang on 1 second. Okay. All right, we good. Throughout this little segment on Good Vibes Club, you are hearing bag bias for sure. You're also going to hear why I have that bag bias, why I love what's happening in Good Vibes Club so much, and what I think other people are seeing in it too. They're seeing what I saw in it. And I saw it not early enough, unfortunately. I didn't. I was late to them, actually. I was late to them. But people are seeing a different kind of quality and a different kind of focus, something we haven't seen in a hot minute here in NFTs. You got guys like Anon here leveraging his Bored Ape to go heavy into this collection. Look at that, minted 50. You could mint 50. They didn't sell out, right? It wasn't an instant sellout, so you had time to go back in here and buy. They upped the amount you could buy from 5 to 50. Zap, you think Good Vibes Club could legit end the NFT bear market? You know what? And Zap, this is what's so cool about it. It's not a fad and it's not a quick thing. You would normally think that. And this goes into why I'm saying, even if you are here in the space, you could easily have missed this collection. I almost did too. Because at the surface, it looks like everything else looks like it. It's not. But it looks like 3D art that we've seen plenty of. It looks like, or it sounds like the same narratives we hear from everybody. We've been here for a long time. We're building a community, all the generic things everybody says about every NFT project. And so it's easy to mistake it as one of those things that comes and then it goes, lasts for a few days and then dead. Everybody dumps it onto the next thing. But only if, and I think this is true, only if you went and spent a little time in the Discord to talk to the team and then look a little deeper at who the collectors are, you started realizing, okay, nope, this is actually different. Like a different collector base, guys who are doing like this, leveraging some of their prized assets to go heavy into this guy. Again, this guy minted 50, then swept 50 more. So sitting on 100 of these, leveraged his Bored Ape, took out a loan on the Bored Ape. You start hearing things like the grifters, right? Xcopy grifters are talking about this in their group chat, and they're liking it. And you start hearing of like some really big name whales, and I'm talking not the pump and dump kind of whales. I'm talking about some of the most respected guys are looking at it and they like it. And a lot of that has to do with the team and who they're connected to, right? Good Vibes Club was a partnership with Super Rare. Super Rare, I believe, helped with the traits, helped with the art, right? So that's, I mean, you don't get a better, bigger, better partnership in this space than that. I mean, you know, in a way, Super Rare is cream of the crop. And that partnership is basically a stamp of approval on this. That's one of the things that gave me more confidence in this collection. For me specifically, it was looking at the art and getting beyond just the quick image, right? It was going and zooming in and seeing the detail. And I'm like, okay, the detail and like the perfection, like no flaws in this collection, no flaws. In fact, the flaws are designed in it. Seeing that much time and care was put into this thing, that's what won me over to at least play the speculative game, right? I bought these after mint on secondary for 0.09 and 0.1. I bought 4 of those then, right? And I did it again because I felt the community was different. I felt it was very organic, guys, very organic. Had talked to the team. I was like, oh, the legit guys, they love art. They love this space. They're here for all the right reasons. Learned they've been in that Discord, the Good Vibes Club Discord, since 2022. It's not new. It's not going to rug you. And then learning their connections and who's advising and just all of those surrounding them. I'm like, oh my goodness, there's a different kind of quality here. It can't be one of those things. It can't be one of those kind of pump and dump things, Zep. Because these are guys that have been in the space long enough to have that reputation. Reputation matters so much that at the very worst, these are out there and they're beautiful. And at the very worst, people just don't love them and they move on. But you're not going to have a problem with the team. And with that kind of quality holder, and I'm talking again, those whales, the good quality whales, with them buying in, and what I saw in the Discord was them buying and collecting more and more, shopping for traits. Again, that's all what sold me, and I'm like, boy, this isn't normal. Or I could say it used to be normal. 21, 22, it was normal. And then we got away from it and just got to shitty, dime a dozen NFT collections. The art, not dime a dozen here. The community, no longer dime a dozen. Special. Hang on, let me see what we're looking like now. I am so excited. Hoodie floor up to 2 ETH. Man, I'm telling you guys, we saw some of those stats early on. Look at, is the floor over 0.5 or it's 0.5 now? I wish I could show you. I DM'd a buddy and I said, dude, these are gonna be 0.3 really soon here. This is back when they were 0.13, 0.14-ish. Again, you know that if you start getting the kind of people trading them and the conviction and knowing they're not letting them go because people are collecting for the love of collecting. You saw people buying well above the floor. It's one of those signs. People weren't buying floors just to go trade and flip. People were going the entire time, guys, well above the floor. Like as we scroll here, and right now this is people FOMOing in. You would scroll and see regularly the floor would be 0.15. You would see sales at 0.3, 0.4, 0.2. You saw people going and picking out what they liked, a sign that people are collecting. You can't flip that right away usually. People are buying because they love them. Oh, man, incredible stuff. So, boy, this is going to get us. Okay. So I told my buddy 0.3 is coming really soon. I've updated that, and I updated it just yesterday. I'm like, okay, these are actually going to be 0.45, 0.5, probably early this week. And here they are. They're at 0.5 now. That next prediction, I'll say it here. These are going to be 0.75 to 1 ETH probably this week, and it might be by like Wednesday. They are headed there. Not financial advice. Wink, wink, wink. They're heading there. Again, it's because the quality of the collectors here. It's that simple. It is that. Let's look at the floor. But here's what made me so convinced that they were going to move very fast when they start moving. And that really hasn't, well, that's maybe starting right now. Right now, that's basically starting. It's that, look, you had guys like ICO Beast tweeting, I don't have any, rooting for everybody, great to see that. I don't have any, GGs. ICO Beast, does he move markets? Yes and no, depends. Meme coins, maybe yes, a little more. Zeneca, I don't own any masks or GVC, but great to see, right? You did not have big names really pushing this. You had the advisors and the guys who got honoraries giving them a shout out. But you didn't have them buying in. You didn't have them talking about what they had. It was more like the other side. It was more like, hey, I'm not in, whatever. You guys have fun. It's great to see. What's going to happen, and I saw the first example of it start this morning, was big names tweeting about it, who are in, that just didn't tweet about it yet. And more you're going to see that. Here we go. Here's Poppy just this morning. This guy does move markets. Awesome fucking guy. First time looking at my GVC since I've been off the grid for a few days. How'd I do? First one, look, maybe there's been some others, but it's the first I've seen of a big influencer NFT guy talking about he's in the collection and how much he loves it. And I think that's the first domino to fall. And this is something that's helping push sales this morning. It is. Poppy does a bit move markets. But next man, you're probably going to see ICO Beast. Maybe he's not, but somebody like him get in. And that's a smaller influencer. You're going to start seeing somebody like Zeneca go in there and buy and say, man, I couldn't sit out. It's too good. It's as good as people were saying it is, like a guy like me, the way I'm describing him. Other people are going to see it and they won't be able to stay out. They're going to be like, I at least want to be in and be a part of it and collect like we're doing. We're collecting to collect, and it's magic. It's great, isn't it, Cosmos? It's so great. It is the most pure, organic thing I've seen like since years ago. And you know how I love like Taproot Wizards, right? And Quantum Cats, and there's some great NFTs all over the place, but the community is different. This is the most organic community I've seen since the early days. And the art being as good as it is, and we'll look at the art. We'll go deeper. I got to show you still what won me over, but Poppy, the first domino to fall. Zeneca, somebody like him, also going to do it. Here's Whale tweeting out some of those stats. Again, minted at 0.069, got up to, well, now 0.5. The distribution was great. Everybody had that opportunity to get in. Everyone. I'm telling you, and that biggest missing factor was, we've heard it so many times. That's what kept people out. We heard it so much. Nobody wants to get burned again. That sucks. It's just a flavor of the week. We keep seeing it. Even in this, NFT, even in this cycle, we've seen that a few times. Look at Hypeo. Hypeo have done great. And that's not, I'm not knocking on them. They're 1 ETH plus, I think. And if they're below 1 ETH still, they're a great project. But we've seen things come. They didn't go, but we've seen other things come and go really quickly. And we haven't seen something that feels like it has staying power. This one, I think, does. In fact, bold comment here, a statement. I think this is going to enter that top tier. Like Azuki. They're not building like that, so I don't want to say that. I'm trying to think of another good comparison. But they're about to enter that next level up. With the best of the best. I don't think they're 10 ETH, right? Or 20. I don't think it's that. But if we start cooking, do I think these can get to a 2 to 3 floor pretty easily? Yeah, I think pretty easily. I mean that. I think pretty easily 2 to 3 if we get to a really hot part of the NFT cycle. And if we get really, really hot, could these be a 5 Ether? I think so. I do. I really do. I think they're that different and that quality and that special and such a good base of collectors. What's the tier? Help me out, guys. What tier do we place these at? Like Doodle's tier, yeah. Again, they're not building like that we know of. They're builders, by the way, though, guys. We'll show you their website. These guys build. But they got Doodle's vibes. I'm trying to think of, though, who... I mean, if they're on par with Doodle's 2 to 3 ETH, yeah, that makes sense to me. It makes so much sense to me. Here's a guy, I don't agree with this, saying this might be the next Bored Apes. No, because Bored Apes got so big because they promised, like the world, we're building a metaverse. You know what I mean? That's different. Oh, Eduardo, good stuff, man. Yeah, I'm glad you get a mint over there. Abstract is actually doing really well too. I would like to get some more whitelists over there and give out. But you know what? Let me cheat. I'm gonna look at Crypto Slam. Look for some other projects. Like again, to find its footing. I think they will be higher than Little Pudgies. I do. I think they'll be priced higher than Little Pudgies. Doodles makes sense. Let me check floor prices there. I'll tell you, man, there's a big hole. I think there's a big hole for good quality projects. I could see these right on par with Doodles. I could see that. I definitely could see that. Mochaverse is probably good. Again, a bunch like builders, so maybe that's tricky. Man, I just think there's a lot of lacking stuff over on ETH these days. Yeah, okay. I think these will be up there as a pure art project, and that's what the Super Rare partnership does for them. They don't have to deliver. They don't have to build. They just got to foster a great community of like artsy people and like top tier collectors. 2 to 3 ETH makes a lot of sense. I think short term 1 ETH, 1 ETH to 1.25 ish makes a ton of sense, guys, in the short term. I think they got a very easy ish 2x from here. Zep, Solana killing it for NFTs. Would you pick Solana or Ethereum for investing? Oh, dude, not Solana for me. No, I like Solana, you know, for sure. I love Solana. I would not well, actually, I'm glad you brought that up. They were going to mint on Abstract, right? Good Vibe Club was going to mint on Abstract, and they asked the community where they should mint. Where guys, where do you want this to mint? And it was like unanimous, not on Abstract. They wanted it on Ethereum. Ethereum matters. Provenance does really matter. I would not, I mean, just it's a personal taste, but I think the market is showing most people agree. I don't really want my NFTs on Solana. I'll take them there. I believe in Solana. But I want my NFTs on Ethereum. But actually what it really tells me, guys, that Bitcoin matters more than anything else. I want my NFTs on Bitcoin. I don't even want them on Ethereum. I want them on Bitcoin. If you could get the communities of Ethereum with the collectibles on Bitcoin, that is the holy grail. And at some point, those Bitcoin communities will be like the great Ethereum ones. I think so. Hang on, Iraq. They'll settle around. What is that? I can't. Is that 1? Is that a 1 floor price? I don't know why I can't see that properly. I'll tell you, dude. Iraq again. I think they're very different. Yeah, tell me. Drop the number again if you don't mind, Iraq. They're they're gonna do something really, really nice here. Okay, we're diving in still. Again, floor now. And I want to say 0.46 ish. No, we're still kind of low. Dude, I'll tell you how I played this, by the way, as we're going through. I minted. Well, I bought 4 on secondary unrevealed. One of them revealed to be one of the rarest in the collection of gold. It was nice too. Gold body, gold jacket, gold helmet. I sold it for 0.69. If I held it right now, I'd probably get 1.5 out of it. But I sold it and I bought a hoodie. And I've been rarity hunting, trait hunting for a long time. I'm talking probably at this point 20 hours since the mint, staring at this, obsessing over it. I really got a good feel for the traits. And I think I'm very confident about this. The hoodies, it's what I got. I think are not, I don't want to say they're undervalued. 2 ETH floor is not undervalued. But I think they've not had their time in the spotlight yet. They are quietly being scooped up because people don't realize how few there are. They see all these different colors, and they might think there's a lot of these. There's, I think, 58 hoodies total across the different colors. There might be 3 of this color, and at the most, there's 9. The white hoodies are 9. These gold hoodies, the gold skin, gold type hood, man, rare. I think, depending on what this does, if we get to a floor of like 1 ETH, I think the hoodies are going to be like 3 ETH, right? The rare ones, the 1/1s, are selling for already, 6, 9 ETH. There's these stone versions too. They're very rare. Those are going to go 5+ ETH for sure. Cosmics, one of the most rare. There's 60-something of them. Are what? They go for 3, 4 ETH. Something like this is all going to go up. It's a different vibe. It's a different vibe here, guys. I think still 0.5-ish floor. What I'm scrolling to see, this is what's right now is actually a little different. Right now, it's just floors getting swept. And when this settles, you'll see it go back to what it had been doing, which is like here, people going out, this is 20 minutes ago, buying well above the floor, just going for something that resonates, something that speaks to them, something that's a little more graily that, they can hold for a while, or if you flip it, it's got some different value. Right now, this is, guys, over the past few days, I haven't seen any just floor sweeping. And this is what's happening. This is people FOMOing in because a guy like Poppy talks about it. Cats, honestly, didn't think I would even change my PFP again. GVC, yes. Yes, sir. Hoods, I need NFT funding. FOMO daily. You're going to be inclusive, especially as being a designer. Yeah. Yeah, dude. I feel getting liquidity somewhere, man. Whew. It's a struggle sometimes. Yeah, the two. Yeah, so in Iraq, I think that's what actually got people not confused, but overlooking the hoodies up because there's a ton of hoodies. There's a ton of hoodies in the collection, like hundreds, but most of them it's the hoodie down. It's like wearing a hoodie like this. There's only the 50 whatever of the hoodies actually up. I'm also not counting. There's a couple other rare hoodie traits. I'm not counting them in the normal hoodie look, right? Well, I'm used to normal hoodies, like the classic Grail trait, right? But there's also a Pepe hoodie. And there's a Doge hoodie. I'll see if I can find that. And I'm not counting them in the traditional hoodie thing. My count. Maybe I should, but for me, again, I'm trying to go with what I think, how other people look at it. Some of this is just instinct, right? I'm not counting the Doge hoodie and the Pepe hoodie, of which there's like 50-something Doge, 58, I think. And there's like 90-something Pepes. I'm not counting them in hoodie up, even though it is a hoodie. I kind of put those in their own category, and then traditional hoodies, boom. I think they're going to be good. Iraq, I wish I could see your prediction again, where they'll settle. I think one, but I would love to see that again. Again, I think the vibes are too strong, and they will be that strong for a while. I think there's going to be a lot more FOMO in coming in here. Also, and I think this also helps with their narrative a lot. Guys, you can't trade these on Blur, right? Blocked on Blur, only trading on OpenSea and Magic Eden with royalties enforced. I like it. I don't care what people want to do with their royalties. I'm on board with no royalties or I'm on board with forced royalties. I don't care. I don't care. I'm tired of the argument of if they should be there or shouldn't be there. I don't care. I will say I like seeing the teams get paid. It's a whole other argument if you think it's fair or not fair. I think it's a really interesting new way to keep funding builders and projects. I think it's interesting. I actually think it's, in general, better. I think it's better to do that. I think it's cool to try new ways of building out these, like, economies, these small little... I like it. I prefer the royalties. I think it keeps this stuff going longer, and it's fun, and it incentivizes people to build. That said, I'm all about that idea of decentralized. I do what I want with my thing when I want. I get it. So that's why I say I don't care. In this case, though, it's awesome. These guys made $100,000 in royalties so far, as of the time of that tweet, which is 24 hours old. So they made a lot more than that, maybe double that. Pepe hoodie. Yeah, you know what? I like him because I like Pepe, right? I'm with you. I would like it because it's rare and it will hold value. Not personally a fan of them. Also, I'm with you too about I don't love the traits that cover their faces. I'm not a fan of those either. I'm with you. If you guys want, I can go more into traits too and show you some stuff that I think is pretty worthwhile. Like some stuff that's still maybe under the radar. I will show you one. Here's my squad now. I'm pretty locked in. I'm like tapped out at this point. I got guys I want, and I second guess some of it. I kind of wonder if I should have just bought a bunch of floors and rode that up to like 1 ETH. It'll play out pretty even, I think. I probably would have done better that way, but here's my PFP now, right? The gold I sold and I got the hoodie, and I love it, and I do think that'll fetch like 2-ish ETH. And if this goes crazy, I won't be surprised for more. I think 1.5. I could probably get 1.5 from him right now. I think they're great. This guy, I think, is special. I really do. And maybe he's not a grail. He might be grailish. I don't know. I think he's special. I think he's unique. I don't think there's anything that looks like this dude. And that's what I look for. It's not rarity that matters. It's composition and uniqueness. And when I talk about traits that are under the radar, and there's a lot here still that people are kind of still figuring out. Yesterday, I spent all day trying to get one of these gold chain and tattoo. They go together. Gold chain tattoo. All day trying to get one of these. Because there's not a lot. And they have a unique look because they don't have a shirt. No shirt. By the way, the chain has a 69 on it, which is amazing. There are, hang on, what was that? 38 gold chains, gold chain and shirtless, right? I saw that, and this is the first guy I zeroed in and was trying to get. It's just a cool look. Gold chain, gold headband, gold earphones, but then his body gradient up to yellow. I'm like, that's a really unique look. Really unique. And this was the one that put me onto this trait, and I had to get it. This guy, too, did it for me. Like, I wanted it, threw offers, never got it. I thought I would lock one in, and I never got it. They just kept pricing up or not taking the offers. And then finally, I think a couple others started sensing what I was sensing. They look unique. So all day yesterday throwing offers at these guys, gold chain, gold hat. Although there's a few that look similar, right? There's like 3 or 4 gold chain, gold hat, and the gradient bodies, purple, gradient, whatever, look amazing. There is even a gold hat, gold body, gold chain, grail, absolute grail. There are very few of these. If I still had money to play with, I would be chucking offers at those. I bought outright. I did not want to miss again, right? I missed a lot of the ones I tried throwing offers. Yeah, hey, we'll zoom in. Erock, please tell me your price prediction again. I either keep missing it or I still couldn't see the initial thing. I think it was 1, but I don't know. I don't know what you said. The detail is amazing. I think these are special. I think they stand out. Only ones with no shirts. I will tell you this. I tweeted it out. I don't know if people are really paying attention. I think, look, you may not PFP this, but if you're looking for something that I think is going to hold some value, there are 2 in this collection that are females that have no shirt. Right? In a way, it was a glitch or an error, right? It's just because chain equals no shirt. They happen to have 2 that came out with the female hair. So you have 2 shirtless females, which is incredible. Just such a cool story. In the whole collection, out of all the females, 2 of them wear no shirt. I think they will fetch a premium for some badass woman who, wants to get in this collection looking for something perfect. But beyond that, looking for a special female, those 2 right there. I would be chucking offers, and I did chuck offers at these guys. I threw a lot. Here, the lowest offer is 0.5. I spent 0.69 on my gold chain guy. I would be chucking, if I had it, 0.65, 0.7 on these. I think these are going to be good if you're looking for, some returns that you're going to have to hold for a minute. You're going to have to hold them probably, but I think those 2 are really, really unique. And I think because these are so closely connected to the art scene, I think there are a lot of women that are interested in this collection. I've heard them talking in the chat. I think they're cool. That's a trait I've really zeroed in on. I think those are great. I feel bad spending so much time on these because I did this weekend too, but I do think they're special. We'll just look at one other trait that I think is maybe under the radar still. I think some of you guys are in it though. Let me see. Okay, the grayscales. They're pretty pricey, so I don't think there's a play here. Although, watch out for grayscale with color. That is something a lot of the guys are hunting for. I think they're pretty much out of reach now. But if you can get a grayscale with like colored glasses, they were under the radar for a while. Now they've been picked over. It's getting really competitive now. They all look great, and it's what's special about the collection is they all look so good. Special collection, I think you're going to hear a lot more about them, guys. A lot more about them. Is my guy Gradient? He is. Okay. I think, you obviously know I'm very bullish on this. I think you're about to see this. Look, it's the detail, guys. It's the detail that won me over. It's the texture. It's the textures and the flaws that are baked in. And even like, you see a lot of collections where, something like that, where there's a chain going around the shoulder, they'll take a shortcut to make that work. You'll see stuff clipping, right? Instead of it laying naturally. That's the little attention to detail that makes these so unique. So unique. Scratches on the lenses, right? The lighting and the shadows, right? All of it. It's flawless. It's absolutely, and that is what won me over the collection was the attention to detail and art. Then the partnerships, just a special collection. I want to just peek where the Cats, where is the banners? Where would you get, where do they have the banners? Oh, well, there we go. Oh, okay, cool. They've got their own custom. I like it. Oh, man. The beefy suits are amazing. Red beefy suit are really, really nice. Oh, boy, these are cool. All right, I'm going to have to see if one of these fits what I don't know if any of these fit my guy, which is a bummer. Maybe the chain? I don't think there's any that fit like my look. But they're great. Man, they're really good. They're really good. Just high quality. Really great team. I'm so impressed with these guys. You're going to hear a lot more about GVC. I will shut up about them. Yeah, they'll definitely get a pullback. There's no doubt. No doubt. E-Rock. Oh, your prediction is the floor settles at 0.3 with an all-time high of 0.8. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I like the prediction. I like it. That makes sense. That makes sense. If the market gets euphoric, and look, Taproot Wizards we're going to talk about. If Taproot Wizards and Steady Teddies get us really cooking, I think, well, you heard, I think quite a bit higher. But everything you said there is very reasonable. Very reasonable take there. Yep. I like it. I like it a lot. Good prediction. Man, you know what? All these look great. I don't think any of them fit. I don't think any of these fit my... Oh, the flowers are great. I did... My guy with the white visory thing, I sold that. I wish I had him still. I like him, but that is what I sold this morning to go get my my shirtless dude. So I'm happy. I'm happy. Great collection. Again, I think you'll hear a lot more. I think much, much higher. I do. Okay, Taproot Wizards. I had a lot of fun streaming yesterday, guys. A lot. I streamed as a wizard. I was dressed up as a wizard doing quest number 5. Quest number 5. Quest number 5 is you need to go and try to raise money, 2.2 Bitcoin. You got to record yourself trying to raise 2.2 Bitcoin to mint a Taproot Wizard. Man, this is coming really soon. So details, I think you guys mostly know at this point. 0.2 Bitcoin for the public mint here. Also 0.2 Bitcoin for the public, the whitelist mint. If you have, if you are picked from doing these quests. 0.1 Bitcoin if you have 2 quantum cats entangled, a dead cat and an alive cat. That'll get you a discount on your Taproot Wizard mint. These are going to do very well, guys. These are going to do very, very, very well. They are. I know it's a little sketchy. They're expensive. I know this. And because they're expensive, I hear a lot of people thinking that they can't do well. They're starting too high. Maybe they're right. I don't think they are. Right? We saw in the peak of last year, the peak of the ordinals, well, let's say peak of ordinals, we saw one collection with a 0.9 Bitcoin floor, a 10K edition collection at 0.9. At the same time, another 10K collection, the puppets, were 0.5, maybe 0.6, I think 0.5. Maybe they touched 0.6, but that ballpark, right? Quantum cats were also 0.5. We saw frogs get to 0.5. We're talking between puppets and node monks has 20,000 ordinals between 0.5 and 0.9. Point there is this ecosystem can support that. This ecosystem can support 2,100 NFTs at 0.2 or 0.3, and I really think quite a bit higher. 0.3 is a short-term target for them. Crazy predictions, you know my predictions. Multiple Bitcoin, really, really expensive, really pricey. Peak euphoric part of the market. Taproot Wizards, I believe, are going to be multiple Bitcoin floor. I believe it. I do think it'll happen. So right now, people, though, doing Quest 5, putting out some really good content. Some's good, some's great, some's meh, but they're getting it done, and that's what matters. They're participating. And I think a lot of them will be rewarded with a very expensive mint. They'll get the whitelist mint. It will be spicy. We'll keep an eye on that. That's coming soon. You must entangle by tomorrow and have your wallet funded, so be aware of that. Let's move on through the rest very quickly here. Looks like Sugartown just did a massive airdrop over the weekend. In fact, the biggest airdrop ever in NFTs. 120,000 wallets received an NFT from Sugartown. It's some kind of point pod, so I think it's to get in the gaming ecosystem here. In the gaming ecosystem. Oh, hang on. Zober, let me see. Good comments, by the way, guys. Like Network, initially high-priced, and they tanked. Hyper-realistic, would you call it? Around that style? Kinda. What is it? Yeah, it's hard for me to describe that style. Hyper-realistic. No, you know what? No, that kind of fidelity is hyper-realistic, but it's also hyper-realistic should look real. I could just say, like, high-res, or... Yeah. Anyway... Sugartown gaming ecosystem, they've gone through some changes the past few months, really. Man, big changes. But this is on Abstract. So if you have any of these collections, if you look in your wallet and switch to Abstract, you're going to see that you got a pod, maybe a few pods. Again, all these collections got one. And what they're for, involved in their gaming ecosystem. Beyond that, who knows? Who knows? But biggest airdrop in NFT history. That's cool. On meme coins. I'm keeping my eye on meme coins. Some of that stuff's looking like Please looks good. There was maybe a Kanye token this weekend. I'll just say this. I don't think it was a Kanye token. I don't think it was really a Kanye. Pretty sure it wasn't. But there was a token with the Yeezy ticker that Kanye retweeted. Here, let's play this little clip. It's 2 minutes. We'll play part. Hang on. Oh, dude, I got that fight still going. Jeez. All right, let's hear this just for a minute.
Crazy crypto Marcus, and oh my gosh, we have quite a situation going on this morning. I was debating whether or not I even want to discuss it, to be completely honest. Kanye's token, supposedly it quietly launched. He retweeted a reply to one of his other posts saying that this is his token. It's swastika coin. It has a logo which is a merging between Ye and a actual swastika. I don't own any of this. I'm not trading any of it, but I did figure that I'd mention it. The token pumped to as high as 100 million on a single wick, but in general, that could have been some temporary meth pump. Instead, it's seen this continuous grind up, currently sitting at around $27 million. Basically, one of the best performing meme coins in recent weeks. Again, I'm not trading it. Feel free to trade.
It happened. I don't think it's real. That what you basically have here, awful, I know. That somebody tweeted or replied to Kanye, said, call it swastika coin. He dropped the contract address. This is a token that was already out there. Kanye retweeted it, game on. Now, awful, yep. Rooting big time for the people who are in it. I'm excited that somebody like Anna, who's a grinder, puts out tons of content, very Bitcoin focused too, by the way, which is awesome, got in it. She was in it 500K. That's a big old win, man. That's a big old win. And I saw a lot of people in some of my smaller circles that got in there. I didn't even hear. I wish I heard it. I wish I got in, but don't care. I'm rooting for everybody here. That said, I do think the token's pulled back. I'm not pulling it up. I haven't even peeked since yesterday. Just good to see some energy, man. Make no mistake. And let's be honest, greed. Greed will be back. Greed will take over. Maybe you're seeing some of that in Good Vibes Club, but I do kind of think that's what's different. I think you're seeing very, very organic stuff there. Very organic stuff there. With some people now coming in to play the speculative game. Absolutely. But man, there's people out there talking like, hey, we've moved on. We're past the meme coin shit, and now we're on to something pure. I'm like, man, be careful. Be careful because, man, the second people sense wins over in meme coins, the second people sense opportunities, dude, it's right back there. And this is why you got to be careful. People will dump. Look, you see your first 100x and it's a buddy of yours hitting it, and you see it happen again and again. You're like, oh, fuck, okay, game on. I got to get back to the trenches. You're going to sell your NFTs to go fund that. Be careful. That is a warning directly for people getting into Good Vibes Club. They will get dumped to go to meme coins. That is not a maybe scenario. That will definitely happen. So, man, do not overextend yourself. Do not get full hopium mode like I am, and I'm very excited about them. Don't overextend yourself. When meme coins come back, they will get dumped. Those tokens, those NFTs will get dumped to go fund it, and it is definitely coming back. There is no doubt in my mind that memes are coming back. At that point, we see how blue chip GVC really is. Again, I think they're very special. I do think they're going to enter mid-tier, top tier. They're heading somewhere, and now it's on them to keep that momentum and really establish themselves as one of those special NFT projects. I think they got a chance, and we'll see. We'll see. I love them. Hayden Davis on the run. On the run. Argentina's law enforcement, I think even Interpol's now looking for him. Guys, he launched a shitter over the weekend. Hit 40 mil market cap. You rugged it. Dude's making money. We're all a bunch of suckers. We know that. We already know that. And then finally, Cato. The Cato account got hacked this weekend. So did the founder of Cato. That's Punk9277. Both X accounts got hacked. Tweeted out some FUD. Again, it was malicious, right? It wasn't really the team. But the hacker had a short setup on Hyperliquid, shorted the Cato token. They won. Accounts back under control. I don't think we know yet what happened here. right? Iraq, it's definitely going to happen, right? Yeah, people will dump to go to memes. Anyway, you know what? It's maybe this just speaks to the same point. Be careful. Be really careful. The Cato thing, manipulated, dumped. People probably lost money. Hacker, bad guy, makes money. It's whatever. It happens. Just be safe and be smart. Steady Teddies, I believe, coming on April 1st. Perfect, right? There's no concrete date for their launch, but April 1st makes a lot of sense. That's a date I'm now starting to hear behind the scenes. I hope so. I hope that happens. But that's another one, man. Look at this. If we get GVC continuing to build this momentum, and it will settle at some point, but momentum and then Taproot Wizards. If it mints at 0.2 and we end up seeing the floor maintain at 0.3, 0.4, that's a lot of money, by the way. If that can hold even 1.1 above floor, 0.1 is $8,000, right? If people are up $8,000 on their trade, I mean, look, in NFTs, that's a 4 ETH floor, right? 0.1 is 4 ETH. That's crazy. If that happens, people are going to start looking at NFTs a little different way. Steady Teddy's got that. It's got that energy. A lot of people thinking that's also a 1+ ETH piece. If we get Good Vibe Club, Taproot Wizards, Steady Teddies, and whatever else is happening out there, man, we might be back. We're not back yet, man, but maybe it's brewing. Maybe it's bubbling. I don't know. I am excited for it. I am here for it. Maybe the best part, guys, and it's like I said at the start, the gang here, we're here no matter what, right? Isn't that the best part? That you stay plugged in even when it's slow and you catch those opportunities, hopefully, when they come up. And they come up at any point. So we'll be here for it. Whatever's next, we'll be here for it. And whatever's after that, we'll also be here for it. All right, guys. Man, I hope your day is phenomenal. I encourage you to still smartly keep plugged into things. I encourage you to go in the GVC Discord and feel it. Don't go in thinking to buy at all. It's not the purpose. But I do want you to feel out what's that organic thing that I referenced. Granted, the past hour or two looks a little different. There might be a whole lot more pumpy kind of energy there. I don't know. But I encourage you to go in that Discord and just feel out what is happening there that people are saying is different. I think it's different. I think it's a little more real and in the spirit of NFTs. It's worth dipping your toes in just to feel what people are talking about. Don't go in thinking buy. Go in feeling it. Guys, 2 p.m. Eastern time, right here, all the same places. We'll be streaming the Swarm Report. Got 3 days of catch up to do on the AI ecosystem. I'm excited for that. There's some stuff brewing. Can't wait to do that. So 2 p.m. Eastern time, Swarm Report. You can catch it right here, SlamX Official on YouTube. Again, make sure you subscribe. Make sure to smash the like button here. And then again, follow CryptoSlam.io. Follow SlamAI_XYZ. And then follow the Swarm_AI. Lots of cool shit coming, guys. Have a great day. We'll see you this afternoon, fam. We'll see you.